Welcome into Drew's Daily Diamonds for Wednesday, May 14th, 2025. I am Drew Martin, breaking down the hump day slate of games on the Diamond. Major League Baseball, 4 bets coming your way, 1 day game and 3 night games. Let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome. If we're starting off 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, Pacific Northwest. It is the New York Yankees and the Seattle Mariners. Battle of first place teams here with Will Warren on the hill for the Yankees, Luis Castillo going for the Mariners. It is the Bronx Bombers, short road favorites, competitive price tag here, minus 110, total of 8. Great season for the Yankees overall. I mean, run differential plus 80 on the season. They got Will Warren on the hill, 25-year-old, off of his best start of the season. He went 7 1/3 innings, just 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts against the Athletics. That was in Sacramento. That's kind of been a house of horrors, if you will, for Major League Baseball pitchers. He pitched well. I'm looking to bet on him. I'm looking to bet on the Yankees, guys. Overall, #1 hitting lineup in all of Major League Baseball, #1 over the last week, #1 against righties. Tough to go up against the Yankees, particularly in this price tag. Nothing against the Mariners. I mean, that's the reason it is a competitive price tag. They're first place in the AL West. And their lineup has been good overall, not as good as the Yankees. The problem with the M's in this matchup, in my opinion, is their starter, Luis Castillo, the 32-year-old Dominican-born pitcher. He had a terrible outing his last time out. 5 innings, 5 earned, 7 hits against the Blue Jays. The velocity was down. He just has a 5-4 strikeout to walk ratio over the last 2 games. That's not going to cut it, particularly against the Bronx Bombers bats here. Plus the fact last year against the Yankees, last time he faced him, he only lasted 5 innings, giving up 7 hits, 2 home runs, 3 walks. I think they get to him again. They got the better bullpen as well. Minus 110. We're starting off the Wednesday card with the Yankees. Minus 110 over the Mariners. We got next one up. Starting off the night slate. AL East matchup, Tampa Bay Rays, Toronto Blue Jays. North of the border, Blue Jays going with Chris Bassett on the hill, Ryan Pepio for the Rays. Total of 8, minus 140. That is the Blue Jays as the home favorite. Blue Jays playing some better baseball of recent, right there at the 500 mark. However, the 40 cents sidewise, I think it's a little pricey on them, particularly because their starter, Chris Bassett, he had a great start to the season. However, he's faded of late. He's given up 28 hits, 15 earned runs over the last month, the last 4 starts, in multi-home run games, meaning he's given up some home runs here, 2 home runs plus in each of the last 3 starts. I think the Rays are able to hit him. And the Rays starter, Ryan Pepio, the reason I'm not jumping on the Rays here is he's actually he's faded as well the last 3 starts. 7-6 strikeout to walk ratio his last 3 times out. That's not going to cut it at this level. He's got a 5 FIP on the year. He's just 2-4. Overall, I think the Rays get to Bassett, and I think the Blue Jays put up enough runs here against Pepio. I think this total of 8, I think it's low. I mean, we've heard past MLB hitters, on MLB Network, whatever the case may be, saying the Rogers Center, they love to see the ball in this ballpark. I think we get some home runs. I think we get some crooked numbers in the box score, and we also have a 8 flat as the total. So if it is 4-4 going into the 9th, we have that in our back pocket is hitting this over. We're going over in the second game up. That is the Rays and the Blue Jays over 8. Next one up, 15 minutes later, we get Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves. NL East battle here with the Braves going with Bryce Elder on the hill. The Nationals going with Mitchell Parker, the lefty. 8.5 being the total. Bravos minus 160 as the home favorite. The Washington Nationals, they've lost 6 straight going into Tuesday night. And they got Parker on the hill. He's a guy, if you've been watching the show, we're looking to fade. He started off the year kind of that same profile. Pretty good starts, but he's faded of late. 15 earned runs his last 3 starts, only lasting 13 innings. And listen to this, 6-11 strikeout to walk ratio. He almost has twice as many walks as strikeouts over his last 3 starts. He's fade city right now. So it's the Atlanta Braves. The only way I can look in this one, they got the 25-year-old out of Texas, Elder on the hill. Decent overall numbers, plus the fact he faced the Washington Nationals. He hasn't faced them much in his short career. but 2 years ago he faced him. He went 9 innings, shutout baseball. So good pass performance there. Huge bullpen edge towards the Braves. It's not going to be a client play because of this minus 160. Don't love laying this number, but Braves the only way we can look. So we're going Braves over Nationals, laying the wood. We got one game left. It will be the nightcap for the show. Reminder, if you could comment below, it helps out the algorithm on YouTube, growing the show, going each and every day, daily on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. I'll be in there chiming in as well. Anything is more than welcome. Analysis on your picks, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL playoffs as well. I'll be in there commenting with you guys. If you're interested in premium picks, we do have a top play up and available here for the Wednesday slate, a game we are not breaking down on the card, but you can check that out. Premium picks, experts page, Drew Martin, WagerTalk.com. All right, we got the recap for the show. Do note this is not including the Tuesday recap because the games are going on as I'm doing this, going into the overnight market. But Monday was a great day. 3-0 plus 3.22 units. We hit a couple dogs on Monday's show. So it brings the recap over the last 5 weeks. We've been on a serious heater here. So hopefully some of you guys are cashing some tickets. Every play given out in the recap, 52 and 35 the last 5 weeks going daily here. That's 60% winners. But when you're betting money line in baseball, it's all about the unit count. Plus 18.41 units of profit. $100 better betting every single game, up $1,841. So hopefully keep the good times rolling here, guys. And we got the fourth game, the nightcap here. We are heading to Los Angeles, Southern California for the Dodgers hosting the Athletics. We get Hoagland on the hill for the Athletics and Yamamoto on the hill for the Dodgers. Dodgers, heavy favorites, minus 265, 8.5 being the total. Probably thinking, where are we going here? Don't lay this type of number with a favorite. However, it's tough to go against the Dodgers. Well, I'll make a case here, guys. First off, going to talk about the Dodgers overall. Great season, 27 and 14. They got Yamamoto on the hill, the 26-year-old Japanese-born pitcher. He's been great, under sub-2 ERA. However, he is off of the worst start of the season for him. He gave up 5 earned against Arizona and 2 bombs last time out. And when you look at his numbers, he's kind of tailed off a little bit in his last 3 starts. I'm a kind of a handicapper. What have you done for me recently? His hits and walks are starting to elevate a little bit. And something with Japanese-born pitchers, making the transition, a lot of them have unique kind of wind-ups and delivery. After a few starts, sometimes we see this against the major league talented batters that they get a little film, they can hit them a little bit better. Sure enough, we saw it with Arizona. That's a pretty good lineup. He's actually going up against the Athletics here. This is a top 10 lineup in Major League Baseball as well. Now, granted, the Dodgers are better almost across the board. Pretty much they are, by the metrics, offensive and bullpen. However, I wouldn't be surprised if, this game is maybe like 2-1 Athletics after 5 innings and getting nearly a plus 190-ish price tag, most likely. Now, keep in mind, guys, I'm doing this breakdown the night before, so the first 5s aren't out yet, but just going over the numbers, what the money line is, and then breaking it down to the first half. I project this to be about plus 190 on the Athletics. And, if it is 2-1, 1-0, something of that nature, cashing a plus 190 ticket, that would be nice to end the night. So I think it's a worthwhile swing here. And really the reason is the Athletics. Yes, offensively they're good, but their starter Hoagland, he's a 25-year-old first-round pick out of Ole Miss, high prospect guy, throws with velocity. He's only had 2 starts. I don't pump the brakes on betting on some of these young guys that look good out the gate. And sure enough, sub-3 ERA and FIP, 10-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Only his 3rd start. I could see him actually, he's got a great swinging strike ratio here in terms of, batters not being able to hit the ball. If he's able to do that here against the Dodgers, this plus 190 might have some legs. So we're going to end it with the Athletics. First half, we're cutting the bullpen out, plus 190 as the dog. It could be, flirting with plus 200 here. In recap, we got the Braves minus 160 over the Nationals. We got the Rays and the Blue Jays over 8, and we got the Yankees minus 110 over the Mariners starting us off. That does it for Wednesday. Comment below, cash those tickets. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.